get rid of gallstones that are clogging the liver. And once the gallstones are out, the liver is able to optimize, and therefore process of detoxification will be enhanced. My after-sale service does not end. I analyze the stones based on the color, which will determine the illness or potential illness behind. And I also look at the size to determine these are all on stones. And based on the quantity, I can tell the degree of congestion of the liver. I have a master's degree in public health, and I wrote a thesis regarding liver detox. At first, I was quite skeptical about this liver detox program. I thought I'm already a healthy vegetarian. I do not need to do this liver detox. When I suffered from mild gout, all that has changed. After I have tried this liver detox, my gout condition has improved. And then later I became a believer. I introduced it to my clients. One after another, they give a very good testimony. When one has to do liver detox, they have to complete the overall cleanse. A healthy person needs 3 to 6 cleanses to completely purge out the stones. And after which, once a year, they will do a servicing cleanse. I did 3 cleanses to complete the overall cleanse, and I have been doing an annual servicing cleanse at least 4 times a week. Liver detox program is indeed an alternative treatment where we use natural food and minerals and juices to purge out toxins from the liver. Liver detox is for everyone. As long as the person can walk to the bathroom, they can do detox. However, pregnant women having their period, breastfeeding women, clients who are having kidney dialysis or organ recipients who cannot do detox.
Oh, the sound is not that clear.
Cirrhosis, liver cysts, gallstones, and pancreas. And he has faithfully doing the detox country. And after the 10th detox, all this.
There is background noise. The sound is not.
You have great improvement. You need not take any medication or any supplements. The results speaks for itself. You will not know the benefits until you experience it from home. I encourage you to try this 18-hour liver detox program. You will be amazed with the results. I'm Mark, the liver detox specialist, and I deliver.
It's a waste.
Thank you for your feedback. This is just a video. The video is not so clear.
Oh, I see. I thought you talk.
Okay, so I will begin the lecture. This video is just an excuse for people to come in. Thank you for your feedback. I will mute the background noise of everybody. So I will begin my lecture now. Okay, if you can see the PowerPoint, please wave your hand. Can you see? Yeah, good. Thank you very much. I am Mark Chan, the liver detox specialist. I have been doing this since 2010. My background is I was a church pastor since 1989 until I retired in December 2017. So while I was still serving in 2010, I was using this as a ministry to heal many people. So I had a master's degree in public health, majoring in health promotion and education. And my research thesis is entitled Effects of Liver Cleanse on Blood Cholesterol Level Among Adults in Singapore. Okay, so this is a clinical study. We have 50 people, put them on a blood cholesterol test, and all must be above 40 years old. They should not be under medication and be willing to do a 18-hour liver detox program. So 5 weeks later, after the 2 detox program, we measure the blood to see whether there is any drop in cholesterol. So this is a clinical study which I have conducted in 2011. As you can see, in the past, when people go for detox, they think of Koh Samui. They go to a detox camp, which is 10 to 15 days. No solid food, fruits, juices. As you can see, this is very harmful to to some people who have diabetes, because too much fruits will raise their blood sugar. And many people with cancer, they go there as well. And then we have this Dr. Lai Chiu-nan. She founded the 7-day cleanse, liver detox. She's a Taiwanese. Later I'll explain in detail. And then we have this Dr. Schwartz 5-day liver detox. So from 11 days, 7 days, and then you have 5 days. And mine is the 18-hour program, as you can see on the background. Originally, liver detox was formulated by Dr. Lai Chiu-nan. This is her background. She was a Taiwanese American cancer researcher at the University of Texas. She did cancer research for 10 years. She got very discouraged with conventional treatment. Because conventional treatment for cancer, many people die of cancer rather than the cancer itself. So she went back to China and Taiwan to research on natural remedies. And through the natural remedies, she came to this conclusion. She said cancer is never the first illness. Usually there are a lot of other problems leading to cancer. And she found out that people with cancer usually have stones. If you study about the statistics of cancer in Singapore, out of 3 persons, 1 person will have cancer. And we all have gallstones. And we all have cancer cells in our body. So these gallstones congest the liver. So all of us will have. It's a matter of big or small, many of you. I chanced upon this liver detox while I was taking my class on the master's degree in public health. My classmate who went to Taiwan, he studied on natural remedy. I told him I got gout because my father got gout, and due to some diet, it affected my gout. So he said, why don't you try the liver detox? It's an 18-hour program. And I tried. He said, if it doesn't work, you don't have to pay. So I was so happy. I tried. On the second day, when I purged out gallstones, my pain disappeared until now. So I have a lot of clients who got gout and they tried the liver detox program and they got healed. I have many testimonies. One of them, this lady, she got high cholesterol. This was written in October 21, 2010, almost 10 years ago. She got borderline high cholesterol. She said she did a second cleanse in early October. She has good news to share. So 1 week after the second cleansing, she went for blood test at the polyclinic. So her report, her LDL, which was hovering on borderline, dropped to 2.41. And from then on, she was convinced that it works because her blood test result is a proof of that. And this is her gallstones that she passed out. Why do we put a coin there? To compare how big the size of the stones are. Okay. And as a result, because of her testimony, I use her testimony as a research. Okay. And this research later on was actually my retirement plan to do full-time marketplace ministry to help more and more people to overcome chronic diseases. As you can see, this is a 47-year-old lady. She was actually one of my experimental group, one of the 50. The result was taken on the 19th of June, 2011. Her total cholesterol was 243. Should not be more than 200 mg. So it's considered very high. And her LDL should not be more than 130. And her reading was 151. Can you imagine? It was so high. And without taking medicine, either she will get a stroke or a heart attack. So after the 2 detox program, 5 weeks later, we measure her blood again. By the way, you have to fast a day before you take the blood test. And her cholesterol dropped from 243 to 167. And the LDL, which is bad cholesterol, dropped from 151 to 109. So if the doctor were to look at her previous reading, the doctors will prescribe statins. But when the doctor looked at this, the doctor said, you have a normal cholesterol. Okay, so this is a very powerful testimony. And another experimental group subject, male, 45-year-old, he got high triglycerides, which is fat in the blood. You can see it should not be more than 150 mg. His is almost 300, which is 100% more, right? So after 2 detox program, he measured his blood again. 5 weeks later, it dropped almost 200%. Okay, from almost 300 to 103. So you can see, and this is actually a clinical study to prove that liver detox does lower cholesterol. So I was very fortunate to graduate with magna cum laude in my master's degree. Okay, and I know a good testimony about people who are healthy also do detox. He said this guy is in his mid-30s, never have any health problem, but he was surprised that stones came up. So liver detox is primarily a prevention treatment. Okay, just like you service your car regularly to prevent expensive repair. Because the old adage that says prevention is better than cure, isn't it? We never drive the car until the car stops. We send it for regular servicing to prevent expensive repair. But when it comes to our body, we throw this common sense out of the window. A lot of people wait until they got high cholesterol, they got cancer, they got gout, then they take medicine or they go for chemo. In Chinese, we call it 治标不治本, right? They deal with the symptom, it doesn't cure the disease. Now, people with gallstones, the doctor just remove the gallbladder. And as a result, a lot of people suffer from a lot of side effects. So we don't encourage this kind of practice. So ever since I used this liver detox program, I went to many organic shops and promote my product. Okay. Initially, it was a commercial product, which is very expensive. Coming to Singapore is almost $200 per detox kit. That was 10 years ago. So I formulated my own. I adapted from the commercial kit. I brought down the price. So it was sold in organic shops as 148. Okay, more than $50 less than the commercial kit. So I have good news. Today, if you get it from me, you're not getting at 200, you're not getting at 148. You're getting at much, much less. During my liver detox program, my research, Andres Morez was my main book of reference. Okay, because he's the guru who wrote this liver and gallbladder miracle cleanse. And he introduced this 18-hour program, okay, which I follow closely. Of course, mine is more simplified. He made a very famous statement. He said, gallstones, which are clogging the liver, is a major cause of disease. So in other words, all diseases originated in a congested liver. Because the liver is actually a command center of the immune system. And it has 500 functions. Can you imagine if the liver is congested in certain areas? Let's say, for example, you have 30% congestion. Then you have 100 functions of the liver that is not functioning well. And can you imagine if it's 50% congestion? you have 250 functions of the body that the liver performs, which is not functioning well. So it makes sense to decongest, to unclog your liver. That's why my tagline is what? I deliver. Okay, I will deliver you from all your troubles. And a lot of people suffer from acne, eczema, and psoriasis. And according to Andras Moraes, the guru, he said there's one common factor of all skin diseases: gallstones in the liver. He said almost every person with skin disease has intestinal problems and impure blood. And these are mainly caused by gallstones and the harmful effects they have on the body as a whole. Gallstones contribute to numerous problems throughout the body, particularly in the digestive, circulatory, and urinary system. In its attempt to eliminate what the colon, kidneys, lungs, liver, and lymphatic system are unable to remove or detoxify, the skin becomes flooded and overburdened with acidic waste. Although the skin is the largest organ of elimination in the body, it eventually succumbs to the acid assault. The toxic material is deposited first in the connective tissue underneath the dermis. When this waste depot becomes saturated, the skin begins to malfunction. So have you discovered sometimes your skin is itchy? Or you eat seafood, after a meal of seafood, you feel itchy? The body is actually trying to detox because your liver is already congested. The liver faces a daily assault of bad lifestyle, namely alcohol. Is the number one. Excessive workload, okay, lack of sleep, smoking, prescription drugs, infection, stress, processed food. Now talking about processed food, I don't eat white sugar, I don't eat white bread, I don't eat white rice, because it's very harmful to the liver. They say diabetes and they must eat brown rice. But why must you wait until you got diabetes? You become a diabetic, then you eat white rice. Then you avoid white rice. So you should eat healthily. So environmental toxins like pesticides on our food and vegetables. And then the allergies like milk, eggs, okay, poor nutrition like fast food, coffee and energy drinks with caffeine. So all these, you look at this chart, do you have at least 3 or 4 practices that assault the liver daily? Some people say, I almost have all of it. And so what happened? If you have all of it, and then your liver will congest very, very fast. So the liver, the main function of the liver is detoxification. It's like a sponge that filters your blood. So whenever you eat, all the digestion, it has to go through the filtration process. So through the filtration, the liver will detect water-soluble toxins and fat-soluble toxins. Water-soluble toxin, you drink water and you flush all the excess nutrients that cannot be stored. That's why supplements too much will tax the liver. And then fat-soluble toxins, you cannot get rid of it through non-normal detoxification process. For example, alcohol, drugs, food additives, pesticides, insecticides, contaminants and pollutants, microorganisms, and metabolic end products. So can you imagine? Over the years, we cannot avoid all these fat-soluble toxins. As a result, the liver becomes congested. Imagine that the liver is on top, below is the gallbladder. When the liver is full of stones, excess stones will find its way to the gallbladder. And some stones will find its way through the pancreas. When there's excess stone in the liver, then you will have fatty liver or hardening of the liver. Some stones get trapped here. It becomes calcification. That's why it causes pain. Because the gallbladder cannot secrete bile. And it will cause the gallbladder to be inflamed. That's why doctor will just remove it instead of asking you to go for detox. And so what happened? Some of the stones get trapped here. It cannot secrete insulin. That's why a lot of people have pre-diabetic condition and diabetes condition. This is called type 2 diabetes. So you should not wait until you have fatty liver or pain in the gallbladder or pre-diabetic condition, then you start to do liver detox. By then, you have to do remedial work. Why don't you practice prevention? Because prevention is always better than cure. Now look at the stones that are passed out. Look at this. Isn't that a lot and big? This is from a 60-year-old man. So I analyze stones based on the color, the size, and the quantity. Okay. Through the color, you can predict what disease a person has, or you can predict future disease. So the good thing about liver detox is better than blood tests. Because blood tests, when they detect high tumor marker, that means a person already got cancer. High cholesterol means a person has fatty liver or lots of problem. And through ultrasound, when they discover stone, that means they have to remove. So when the liver enzymes go up, that means the person got fatty liver. So all these blood tests are only indicators of the state of health. It doesn't predict disease. Whereas liver detox, you can predict future disease. Okay, this is the wonder of alternative treatment. This is part of natural remedy that has been lost as a result of industrialization. Okay. Today we trust too much on the doctors. Doctors just prescribe drugs and we just take without thinking of the side effects. Of course, this is mine because I practice healthy living. My stones are relatively small compared to people who are not so healthy. So I can tell whether a person is healthy or not. I can tell about their diet based on their stones. The size also indicate how old these stones are. And the quantity also indicate how congested the liver is. Now look at the stones. Different color tells a story. For example, high cholesterol, you have yellow is high cholesterol. Okay, and then you have so much stones is liver congestion. You have red stones means a person has been taking medication. And people with eczema, usually they will have parasites. Okay, they will purge out parasites. These parasites is a result of eating raw fish, raw oysters, and uncooked seafood. All have a lot of parasites. Purple means a person has hepatitis B. Okay. So if a person has hepatitis B or is a carrier, you will purge out purple stones. And you can see this is a borderline high cholesterol. So this is high cholesterol. Now this is very important. This lady was due to remove her gallbladder because all these black stones are already calcified. Now I just want to make a qualification. Some people say, Mark, I passed out all the stones. They are actually soft. How come you call them stones? All color stones are soft because they are fat-based. Because when the liver encounter toxins, they will secrete fat and wrap all these toxins with fat. They are all jelly-like and soft. Okay, they are not hard. The only hard one are the black stones. Okay, so you can see this is like goji berry. It's actually I've been taking a lot of medication. That's why I get red stones. Yeah, this is heavy metals. A person has heavy metals. Okay, this is another cancer patient I have treated, and this one also. When you have this kind of stones, that means a person will have future cancer. This is called whitish stone. Whitish green is a trans fat. This is another trans fat. This is a multicolor. It means a person has a lot of problems. So very likely he's already got cancer, or in future he has cancer. Now, last year, one of my clients took a picture and showed me and asked me, "Mark, what are these?" I said, this is a parasite. You notice the long strain of parasite here. Okay, by the time it's passed out, it's already dead. So I have good news. My liver detox program is actually very comprehensive. It not only detox the liver, the gallbladder, the pancreas, the colon, the kidneys, as well as to purge out parasites. So where do you find a detox program that is so comprehensive? And you can do it at home. Okay, you see a lot of parasites are purged out. Now, let's look at it. This is the liver, the gallbladder, and the pancreas. They share a common bile duct. Now, this common bile duct, when you do detox, the stones come out through the common bile duct. Okay, it comes out through the common bile duct. Okay, so initially when you do detox, only the new stones will come out first. Old stones will come out later. So don't expect to do one time and the liver will be cleared. Also, a healthy person needs 3 to 6 cleanses to completely purge out all stones. Okay, a person who already got chronic diseases like fatty liver, they need at least 6 to 10 times. A person with cancer need at least 10 to 15 times. So don't worry. Okay, leave one detox at a time. Okay, that's why I tell people, when you pass out the stones, make sure you collect them, take a picture, and then I will guide you until you detox till all your stones came out. That's why my second tagline is, I shall leave no stones unturned. Okay, and make sure that your liver is completely overhauled. So you can see, liver detox is like servicing your car. Clear your car engine or motor oil before you put in new oil. Today we see a lot of people, although they don't believe in medicine, they keep taking supplements, right? And these supplements really harm the liver. So a lot of people who are enlightened, and they should actually do a detox first. Then they take supplements. Then their supplement can work better. That's why I work very well with people from New Skin, USANA, and other companies, distributors that sell their supplements. Okay, they want their clients to improve, so they have to do detox first. You never pour in new oil while the old oil is there. Right? But why do you keep putting supplement when your body is so toxic and so congested? Look at this last stage of the liver cancer. No supplement can undo this kind of condition. Look at the stones that are still embedded. They cut into 2 to let you see what is inside. So please do liver detox, because the best form of investment is your body and your health. And the stones are being analyzed in the lab. Somebody will send it to the lab to analyze. Now, I'm not going to do it. Okay, I'm saying that somebody want to prove that these are feces or actually gallstones. So this sample 1, number of stones, numerous gallstones and fragments. And the composition is what? They are predominantly cholesterol. That's why I say the liver will secrete fat or cholesterol and break all these toxins with fat. And sample 2 also the same. They are predominantly cholesterol. So the most measurable result when you do a liver detox, your cholesterol will drop. Guaranteed. until all stones are out, cholesterol will drop. Not only your cholesterol will drop, your weight will drop. Okay, your hair will not drop. In fact, you will have better hair. Okay, those people who are balding, their hair become thinning. They should do liver detox. Why? Because too much toxins, the hair, not enough blood, reaching the hair follicles. That's why when you put chemotherapy into the body, the hair drop, right? So for us, when we are toxic, the hair also drop. So you want to have good hair, do detox. So these are the signs and symptoms when your liver is filled with stones. Okay, people with digestive problem, people with diarrhea, people with constipation, people with hernia, people with menstrual cramp, osteoporosis. Why osteoporosis? Because when the liver is congested, the liver cannot absorb calcium from the food, so they have to draw calcium from the bones. Okay, that's why it happens to a lot of ladies. So one of my friends, she always had menstrual cramp. So it was so painful, she has to apply MC. So after she did a detox, I asked her to purge out all these stones. She was so happy that these are all out. And she said the pain disappeared. 90% of her pain gone. So you have migraine, brain disorders, Alzheimer, all have to do with liver congestion. Do you have dizziness, fainting spells, chronic fatigue, problem with vision, stiff neck, shoulder pain? All this has to do with congestion of the liver. You see, when the liver is here, right, underneath the rib cage. So excess toxins usually will be deposited here or at the joints. That's why a lot of people who are above 50, they experience all these things. The liver is congested already. Since the day you are born until now, and you never service your liver. Can you imagine? Have you ever driven a car and never serviced? What will happen? Okay. Ulcers, tonsillitis, asthma, allergies, joint problem, gout. Let's come to a person who is healthy. This is a very proactive guy who wrote me a testimony in his mid-30s. He's an Indian, very tall, very good looking. He travels a lot, so eat a lot of junk food. So he passed out a lot of stones, which I predict in future he will have high cholesterol and cancer. So he did third time. Okay, every time he did the 18-hour program, he wait until 1 or 2 weeks. He will do a second one. Okay, this is the third one he did, and this is the fourth one he did. When he did the fourth one, he was happy. He thought no more until he saw all the hard stones came up at the fourth detox. He got a shock of his life. And then I asked him to do the fifth one. At the fifth detox, there are hardly any stones left. You can see. Each time he collect, no more stones already. So in other words, at the fifth detox, he has completed the overhaul cleanse. Just like a car, you overhaul the car. So 1 year later, I advise him to do a servicing cleanse, just once a year. So when you have completed your overhaul cleanse, you just do once a year servicing. And notice what happened. 1 year later, notice the coin has changed from an old coin to a new coin 1 year later. And these are the newly formed stones after 1 year. Okay, he was so happy. Second year, he called me again. He said, Mark, it's time for me to do detox. So this is his second servicing cleanse. And this is his third, getting less and less. So in summary, the liver is overloaded due to our bad lifestyle and due to age. And our body will have problems due to detoxification. The toxins have to find somewhere to outsource. That's why people have cysts, boils, tumors. It's because the liver cannot detox. It has to attack some place For the man, is the prostate. Woman will be the breast, because these are high fat area. Okay. And men also and women will experience tumors in the large intestines. So then the body starts to oxidize. Then there will be free radicals. Then you have health problems. And then you take drugs to deal with your health problems. It will further congest your liver. So you can see, this is a vicious cycle of chronic toxic overload. Drugs will not cure disease. Supplements is very expensive, and it will congest the liver also. So liver detox is the only way that you can break the cycle, the vicious cycle of chronic toxic overload. So this is a client. After she did detox, she asked me to analyze. My analysis is usually very correct. I said she got heavy metals and borderline high cholesterol. She said, it's true. So I asked, did you go for blood test and confirm it? She said, yes. Okay. So I said, please detox again in 2 weeks' time. Quite successful. Many came out. Then another gentleman, he showed me the stones of his friend. Then I said, is this a smoker? Is he a smoker? He said, previously, yes. So a smoker who have been smoking for 20 years, then quit for 20 years, the stones are still there. Okay, cannot run away. Okay, very accurate. And this Dr. Ko, he retired from gynecologist and obstetrician. He went into anti-aging medicine, specialized in human stem cells. So he believed in detox. So before he got to know me, he usually get from Dr. Norman's detox herb from China, which costs $1,000 Sing. And this Dr. Norman don't analyze stones, or doesn't analyze stones. So he asked me to analyze his patient. He said, where does this toxic come from? Okay, I said, they are from the liver. He has high cholesterol. So Dr. Ko is actually testing me. Dr. Ko doesn't know how to analyze. Dr. Ko said, correct, thank you. Because he knows the patient's condition. So if Dr. Ko said correct, it must be correct, it cannot be wrong. And this another doctor, he's a PhD doctor. He is Blessings Wave International Regional Director. Look at his testimony. He said, I am Darren. I was introduced to a Thai detox program in Koh Samui in 2019, where I had to undergo a full 11-day stay-in course of olive oil, fruit juice, enzyme drink without any solid food. Of course, it was effective, but very tough because it needed a lot of time, determination, endurance, and deep pockets. $3,000 per course. So in total, I went for 4 courses. So how much he spent? 3,000 times 4, $12,000, right? Then I was introduced to Mark Chan's detox program. Obviously, it is so much easier and cheaper. So I tried. I have gone through 6 courses so far, and I must say that it is so simple, easy to manage, affordable, and effective. I would strongly recommend this program as it has been running for the past 10 years. Now, if my program doesn't work, why would he go through 6 times? Okay, this is a question you need to ask. If he believed in detox, he believed that Koh Samui one is more effective than mine, why would he choose mine instead? Because mine cheaper, right? Mine is actually 20 times cheaper. So the liver detox is logical. You eat, you pass out. You eat from your mouth, you pass out through your anus. It's safe. Okay, we are using food and minerals, no side effect. It's holistic because we just don't cure the disease only, we get to the root, and it cures the whole body. It's cheap and economical. It's resetting the liver to its optimal condition. It's creating an environment where the body heals by itself. It's enabling nutrients and supplements to absorb better. So before the COVID-19 crisis, I used to give talks to companies. I do individual house call, and I do home presentation. And this is my program: oil, juice, and magnesium. Very simple. Don't have to take herbs. Only fast for day 1 dinner and fast for day 2 breakfast. Not like 11 days fasting throughout. Okay, don't have to spend 3,000. This one is only 120 instead of 148. Instead of 148, you only pay 120. Okay, so much cheaper. And now it's even cheaper. The one set is 120. If you buy 3 in one box, it means you can do 3 times. Most people will buy this because doing 1 time is not enough. At least 3 times to 6 times. So we just reduce the basket, reduce the shaker, reduce the oil, but enough for you to do 3 times. There will be a booklet for you. There will be, this one is only 310. So instead of 120 times 3, which is 360, you pay 310. You save so much. So if you go Koh Samui, you can actually detox 30 times. Just 1 time. Koh Samui only detox you 1 time. But this one, with the same amount, when you go Koh Samui, you can detox 30 times. So this is the price. Okay, 1 is 120. If you buy the 3 in 1 month, it's 310. If you buy 2 of this, it's 600. So even cheaper. And this is for husband and wife. Okay, and for people who got cancer or chronic disease, they straight away want to do 6 times. Every week do 1 time. Okay, 1.5 months completed 6 detox. Because COVID-19 is the best time to do detox, right? Most of them are staying at home. No more excuses that they are not free. You see? So today I have special promotion for those who order through me. The promotion is this. You get free ebook. It's a natural remedy encyclopedia. More than 1,000 pages. Okay. Since it's in PDF file, you can copy and paste. You can do a search. So all diseases are mentioned here using natural remedy. And then I will give you a book on ebook also, on Ministry of Healing. This is a 19th century classic book on how to take care of your body, how to have this life skill of eating right and living well. Then I will give you my homemade balm. Okay, let me qualify. You can either get 1 tea tree balm, which is good for the bruises, good for skin problem, okay, good for fungal growth, antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal. This one is for calming. Okay, you want to sleep well. Okay, soothing. Both are very good for mosquito bite. Either you choose tea tree or you choose lavender. So these are the 3 gifts I give you. And if you order 1, so if you order 2, you can get 2. And I want to add 1 more gift which I didn't give earlier. So some people will be very jealous. I will give you a supplement for your eyes. It's an Alaskan blueberry. I will give you 3 sachets. Okay, 1 for the day 1, the other one for day 2, and the day 3 for you to recover. Okay, it costs you about $12. So this one is $6.50. This one is 70 US. This one is 10 US. So I can say if you order 1, you get so many benefits. Okay. So I also give free consultation, free visual analysis, free lifetime health consultation. It means I become your health mentor. And I give home presentation to your family and friends. So this is my generosity. I hope you will take it up. So what you do is you contact me Okay. How do you contact me? Let me go back to my slides. Someone say, please give me a set. Of course, I'll be willing to give you a set, but it's not free. Okay, you're gonna pay for it. Okay, you can contact me at 9743-8362. Okay, 9743-8362. Okay, now I'm open for questions. You have any question? Okay, you can pay by PayNow or PayLah using my phone number. I'm going to type here for everybody, so that everybody can see my phone number, 9743-8362. 974. Okay, please WhatsApp me. WhatsApp me your name, your surname, your email address, so that I can give you the ebook. Give me your address, and tomorrow I will do delivery in the afternoon. Okay, then you can start straight away do. Yeah, I usually deliver to answer the question, right? They should not get from you. Okay, those people who wants to get for their friends, right? Just ask them to pay you first, then I will deliver to them. I'll give them the gifts as well. Any other question? You can type it out, or you can unmute yourself and ask. Feel free to ask. Okay, there's a question coming in. Let me look at it. Okay. No. Don't give me the email here. WhatsApp to me. Okay. Yeah. WhatsApp to me your address, your name, and your email. Let me know how many you want to order. You can order the 3 tri-value pack 1, then you get the gifts. Okay, 3, you can do 3 times. That is 310. If you order 2, that is 2 boxes of 3 in 1, right? You pay 600. How do you use the detox program? That's the question. Okay, the question, I answer this question. I will send you my video on the demo. It's a 6-minute demo together with the brochure inside the detox kit. You follow the brochure, you follow my video, you will never miss. Okay, so very easy to do. So 18 hours starts from day 1, 6 p.m. to day 2, 12 noon. So during these 18 hours, fast for dinner on day 1 and fast for breakfast on day 2. That's it. Okay, then drink a lot of water. Not like the Muslim fast. Muslim fast, they don't drink water. Then after the fast, they wallop. That's wrong. So for us, we must be a vegan on day 1 and day 2 for breakfast and lunch for day 1, and lunch and dinner for day 2. Be a vegan also. Okay, just avoid meat, avoid oil. I'm talking about deep fried oil. Avoid eggs and milk. Avoid meat. Feel free to ask questions if you have any. Otherwise, send me a request to deliver to your home. Okay, while some of you are thinking of the question, Okay, let me see. And there's one question coming up. Okay, how much olive oil per to take? Okay, very simple. Olive oil is only 150 ml if you are 60 kg and above. If you weigh 60 kg and above, yeah, 150 ml, which is half a cup only. If you are below 60 kg, it's only 125 ml, less than half a cup. Okay, olive oil is very gentle to the stomach. Some people will find it difficult to drink, so we will teach you how to mitigate by adding honey or suck ginger, a slice of ginger. Okay? So don't worry about it. This is natural remedy, has so much benefit that minor inconvenience outweighs the huge benefit that you're going to get. Your skin will become better, your weight will drop, your muscle become toner, cholesterol drop, chances of getting fatty liver, high cholesterol, and cancer is almost zero. So this is the best investment, is your body. So during this COVID-19, you don't have to worry about going to the toilet because you can work at the same time. There's no downtime or no, you know. And once you on day 2, you detox, you flush, a lot of stones will come out. You can go toilet up to 7 times, some people. But you'll be very happy finding a lot of stones come out. You won't complain that, hey, how come so troublesome? Now I'm going to show you a video on how to do while some of you are asking questions.
The liver detox specialist. This is an 18-hour liver detox program. The original liver detox program is a 6-day plan invented by Dr. Lai Chun Nam. This 18-hour liver detox plan is meant for CT people like you and me. We are using all the natural ingredients. First, let me introduce what are the ingredients. This is olive oil. The purpose of olive oil is to create large amount of bulk so that we can flush out the gallstones. Next, we have the grapefruit juice. The purpose of grapefruit juice is to soften the stones so that these gallstones will be easily flushed out. Then we have this oxygenated magnesium. This bottle has 8 capsules of oxygenated magnesium. Once it enters the body, it will produce oxygen that will dilate the liver ducts as well as the common bile duct, so that stones will pass through easier. It also reduces residue feces as well as kills parasites. Next, we have electrolytes, is to replace the lost minerals through the detox process. So when a person does detox, they also fetch out a lot of bad bacteria as well as good bacteria. So we need to replace it with probiotic powder. And then we have this shaker with a measuring scale to put all the ingredients together. Then we have this basket to collect stones. And through this collection, I will be able to analyze the stones. Last but not least, we have this write-up. It's in English and Mandarin. This is an 18-hour plan. 18 hours starts from day 1, 6 p.m. to day 2, 12 noon. So during this crucial period, there will be no medication, no food, as well as no supplements. Imagine you would like to start the program tomorrow. Now, tomorrow will be day 1. When you wake up in the morning from 7 to 9 a.m., instead of having your regular breakfast, you have fruits for breakfast. Now, the best fruit would be apples, because apples contain malic acid that will soften the stones. You can also eat bananas. Now, those with gastric and those with diabetes, they may want to eat oats as well. You need to drink lots of water. So increase your water intake by 50%. From 12 to 1 will be your lunch. So instead of having a normal lunch, you have vegetables, salad, fruits, miswan, porridge, or oats. You must be a vegan on day 1 and day 2. No food after 1 or after 2. So in between 2 to 6, drink lots of water. When it comes to 6 o'clock, instead of having a dinner, you shall fast for dinner. So if you are hungry, what should you do? You just drink water, or you drink 2 cups of juice. 1 cup at 6 p.m., another cup at 7 p.m. 7:30, stop drinking any liquids, whether it is juice or water. At 8 o'clock, you begin to consume. What do you consume? Oxygenated magnesium. You put 4 capsules on your hand, open up the contents of the capsule. Do it one at a time. Now, the purpose of taking out the powder and throw away the capsule, because capsule enable the body to absorb this slowly. It is slow release. But when you take out the capsule and pour the powder, it will be instant release. So after the powder has been poured into the cup, and then you pour 150 ml. 150 ml is about half a cup. Shake the contents for about 30 seconds, and then you start to drink. And it's very sweet. For 10 o'clock, you open up a bottle of olive oil. Now, if you are below 60 kg, you pour 125 ml. But I would assume that you are above 60 kg, so I pour 150. So 150 ml is about half a cup. And there are 2 ways to drink the olive oil. Either you drink it first and wash it down with your grapefruit juice, or you mix it. Let's mix it. So after you pour 150 ml of the olive oil, you pour 150 ml of the grapefruit juice. So all in all will be 300. Tighten the shaker, you shake it for about a minute, and then you will drink it. After you have drunk it, quickly lie down on your bed, tilt to the right. You tilt to the right for 20 minutes, because that's where the ingredients start to go into the liver, because the liver is on the right. After 20 minutes, go to the bathroom, empty your bladder, and then you wake up on day 2. Now, day 2, you have to wake up at 6 a.m. Now, what do you do at 6 a.m.? You take 2 capsules of oxygenated magnesium, open up the contents, pour warm water, cover it, shake, and then you drink. 8 o'clock, you repeat what you do at 6 o'clock. You pour the last 2 capsules, you pour warm water, you shake it, and then you drink. For 10 o'clock, you pour the whole cup of electrolytes into this shake. Pour warm water, you shake, and you drink. 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock will be your lunch and dinner respectively. So you have light lunch and light dinner. But make sure there's no milk, no eggs, no meat, no deep fry. Be a vegan. 1 hour before you sleep, you open up this sachet, pour the whole sachet inside, pour warm water, shake and drink. That's 1 hour before you sleep. If you sleep at 11, you drink it at 10. Now, day 3 is not considered a detox day. It's a recovery day. So what you do? On day 3 before breakfast, 1 sachet. Before you sleep, 1 session. 18 hours starts from day 1, 6 p.m. to day 2, 12 noon. During this period, no meals, no supplements, no medication. Day 2 is flushing day or detox day, where you start to collect. Now, day 2, when you first consume, you're supposed to feel the urge maybe half an hour later. So what you do? Imagine this is the toilet bowl. If you sit on the toilet bowl, you hold this basket on your head. First sitting will be your first collection. Now, in first sitting, you will urge a few times. The first purge, flush it. Second purge, onward, let's put on the toilet bowl. Imagine this is a toilet bowl, put it on it, and you start purging. And after purging, leave it there on the toilet bowl. Use the shower head inside your toilet bowl and spray it for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, the feces will disintegrate and the spores will disintegrate. And you shall use your mobile phone to take a picture. And then you will WhatsApp to me or email to me a picture, and I will analyze the stones based on the color, size, and quantity. After you have taken the picture, overturn the basket, wash it, and put it inside. That is the first collection. Second collection will be 1 hour later, 8 o'clock. Third collection will be 10 o'clock, and fourth collection will be 12 o'clock. It's just an estimated time. Collect up to 4 times. And from second, third, and fourth, you collect all the versions. You may go toilet up to 7 times, depending on the person's body constitution. As long as you collect 4 times, the rest of them you need not to collect. So therefore, this is the simple method of detoxification. 18 hours. Try it. You have nothing to lose except fruits. And I'm not the liver detox specialist, and I deliver.
Okay. Okay. Any other question? If you have question, you can ask. Otherwise, you can leave. You can order through my order through WhatsApp lah. I will deliver to you. Thank you very much for your attendance, and God bless you.